Hi man, what's going on everybody? My name is Devin Dickerson.
I'm Shayna Cartledge.
And this is Devin and Shay's topic of the day. So today, we're talking about music, man. We were talking, throughout the pandemic, we're just kind of talking about music and, how it kind of gets us through, troubling and tough times. So the topic of today is the album that saved your life during the pandemic.
Okay, so for me, I picked Ungodly Hour by Chloe and Halle.
Okay.
Now, I didn't really listen to that much new music during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because, I love re-listening to stuff. But Chloe and Halle, they start off with their freshman album called Rome or something like that.
Okay.
What did you just say?
I said Ungodly Hour because that's the...
No. Their sophomore album is called Ungodly Hour.
Okay.
So it's sophisticated because Chloe and Halle, they've been in the scene since they were like 7.
Yeah.
So everybody sees them as like young, and then as soon as
shout out Atlanta natives.
right, as soon as they start maturing, the world goes crazy.
Right.
Zendaya, they're like, oh my god.
Sky Jackson, all the people that we kind of seen grow up,
especially on Disney Channel.
Exactly,
and
then
like
all
that.
of a sudden it's like, oh, you're an actual person that's
right.
growing.
They're like, you've had sex. You've been in relationships.
Right, yeah.
You've kissed other people.
Right.
Yeah, so this album is more like sophisticated. They talk about relationships. They go into like sexual things, bossing up as a woman.
Yeah.
They curse. Oh my god. They curse.
What?
Curse. Oh my god.
That
and then one of their songs is called Do It, and that took over the pandemic. You cannot tell me they did not carry the pandemic. What?
Yeah.
On every station, every what is it called? Performances, award shows, they were doing that show. They were doing that song.
Yeah.
They did on their tennis court. The tennis court carried the pandemic. Okay. They transformed their set.
Yeah, that was fire.
But they still didn't win a Grammy. After just disrespectful.
Because they were nominated though, right?
Yeah.
They were nominated, but it was in a weird category. It was like urban, so it wasn't in just pop. It's pop, but it's just like I feel like the Academy just kind of has a way for like trying to group certain like black music in like an urban genre.
It's either gonna be R&B. That's it.
Exactly. Tyler the Creator had an album. He got nominated. Oh man, I forgot what the actual name of the category was called. But it was something really like to kind of like section it off for like this is black, R&B or black pop or whatever it is. So it's just like you get booked in kind of put in a box in some kind of like urban type of category, which is kind of weird, but hopefully they kind of stray away from that because people are kind of recognizing what they're doing and trying to give the artists that they feel like is real pop or real country. Like Lil Nas X, for example, he was nominated for, I think, when Old Town Road came out, whatever that was. But yeah, so that was a weird situation as well. But you said Ungodly Hour, and you liked because it was more of a sophisticated album. They're growing up.
Yes, and it just brought them to the scene, and people. I feel like people weren't really checking for them.
Yeah.
But then once they put out Ungodly Hour, and then like a few months later, they got separate Instagram accounts, and then Halle started going into movies, which is Little Mermaid. I can't wait for that to come out. She became Little Mermaid. She started working with Little Mermaid, and then Chloe started making her own music. Also, Chloe and Halle has all like the song credits for producer and writer.
That's hard. There's
not a lot of black women producers. And Chloe be making those beats.
Yeah.
Halle be on the guitar. It's just so beautiful.
Beautiful dynamic.
Yes. And they harmonize so well.
Yeah.
They complement each other. They don't like overpower each other. If somebody got something they need to say, they take it to
exactly.
Right. And it's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
I just love that Chloe and Halle are like bosses.
Yeah.
For sure. They just boss up, changes the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really, because I haven't got a chance to listen to it all the way from beginning to end, but like I was trying to listen to it, so I listened to at least halfway through, and then of course all the hits on it. And just like the arrangements on that whole album are like beautiful. It was really well put together, and just like you can tell they put a lot of work, and you can tell they're kind of like students of music rather than just they make a song and they blew up. Because like you said, they've been doing it since they were 7, on YouTube, and then getting discovered by Beyonce, and then being under her wing throughout their entire growth. So it's really interesting to kind of see the growth and kind of like how they kind of start to go their own ways, but stay kind of true to what they were doing in the first place, which is good to see, because the industry has a way of corrupting people. So.
Of course, and I think from their first album, the second album, like I think people really didn't take their first album really well, but then they was like Beyonce told them that just because they're weird doesn't mean they have to change their sound. They just have to grow into it, and then people will recognize that they have talent and will adopt accordingly, which they did.
Exactly.
And I just love it. Now Chloe's doing her own thing. She's making music. People are coming for her next.
Yeah, but then that's what it is. I mean, social media, people have a way of trying to overanalyze things, and
they're like, she's so sexual now, and she just wants to sew up her body. But she literally said that she was already posting this stuff because she has separate like private accounts for Instagram stuff, and she just like
in the public eye.
She just archived them. So stop looking for her, Chloe. Okay.
Yeah, man. People, I don't know. I feel like kind of the obsession with just like other people's lives is kind of like weird. It can be like taxing. Like I was in the store the other day, like waiting on. I was like getting my tire fixed or something, and they just had TMZ playing the whole time. And I was like, gosh, this is exhausting. Because it's literally just people nitpicking every single little thing that somebody does just because they're an entertainer or they work in the music or acting or things like that. So it's just kind of like, dang, I don't even know if I, would want that, because like, but that's something that comes with, being exactly. So it seems tough, but
I'm just proud of them, like my little sister. I'm rooting for them. Chloe got her own.
Go, girl. You post on your story and everything.
I posted them so much. Somebody was like,
"You
idolize
know
them? Like, are they your cousins?" Like, no, they just love them.
But yeah, I feel like it's always beautiful to also have that support, coming up, because like while there is a whole lot of like negative energy out there that comes with success, having success is partially having a fan base, and hopefully they're loyal to the point where you really feel the love, and it's not just people go scream.
Sometimes those fan bases kind of corrupt the artists, like,
yeah.
Because a lot of people think like Beyonce is not that good, but it's not even Beyonce. She don't be doing that. It's the
her fan base
and like Nicki Minaj and the what are they called? The
Barbs.
They aggressive, man, and it don't even be the artist for real. So as long as you don't cross that line.
Yeah, it could be like Beyonce's will get caught sneezing without covering her mouth, and people be like, "This is so irresponsible. She should be covering her mouth." And people be like, first of all, you should be thanking her that she's sneezing.
Right.
Okay?
she created the pandemic. You're welcome. Like.
Right, but no, it's like, it seems like it can be kind of taxing sometimes.
Yeah, they need to be a balance. But yeah.
But music, man, it definitely gets you through. But my selection is a little different. It's by an up-and-coming artist. He's been having some success lately. His name is Baby King. He's from Las Vegas. Yeah. So
he had a song with Kendrick
Lamar. Yes, and that has blown up recently.
Yes.
And but the album is called The Sound of Bad Habit, and I think it came out like 2018 or something. But like over the pandemic, I kind of like discovered him, and then I was just like, okay, he's hard, but he was really young, like, I think 2018 or I actually don't know how old he is now, but when I started listening to him, he was only like 16 or 17, and he had like he has a producing credit on Black Panther.
Oh wow.
And I was like, dang. And so I was like, okay, because all his beats are like hard, and I was just like, I'm liking this. And it's not even like, he's not even a super lyrical artist. Of course, he does do well in like wordplay and has different, kind of things that are like, okay, that's clever, or that makes you laugh or whatever. But he's not a super like lyrical storytelling artist, or at least in the beginning he wasn't. But it's just like, it was really just turning me up every day, and I was like, man, you gotta need that during the pandemic. You're just kind of sitting inside all the time, But it was just like I listened to that album, and then he has another one. I can't remember if that's his sophomore album or not, but he's got a number of tapes out and stuff as well. But it was just like just everything he was dropping, I was like, I'm really,
Okay.
But yeah, he just came out with a new album called The Melodic Blue, and
I like the album title.
Yeah. So he came out with one called The Melodic Blue, and so he's getting more and more traction because like you said, he did have that song with Kendrick Lamar, and they're actually cousins.
Oh,
so a lot of people,
that.
So I didn't really know that for sure. When I first started listening to him, I was really liking him, and then everybody was like, "Oh, he's only cousin because Kendrick Lamar's cousin."
Oh my God!
Here y'all go, man.
One song.
Here you go, my boy King, man. But he's getting a lot more traction and stuff. With of course you attach a name like Kendrick Lamar to anything, people start to kind of.
Kendrick hasn't dropped in like
in a long time.
Years.
So it's like you see he getting all this traction. You must believe in him. So you gotta give him a chance. But yeah, so he just performed. I think there's a big festival in Vegas right now, or this past weekend, and he performed and everything. And apparently it went up. So I'm happy for that. But this is just a great album, and just like. I don't know. It's like I said, I don't know what it is about his music because it's not like he's not super lyrical, but it's just like his beats are hard, and I like his wordplay. It's just really jumping up. It's some stuff you could really just bump in the car and have a good time.
What do you talking about? Because I don't know much. I don't know. I just know family ties. I don't really listen to rap as often.
Yeah. What was the question? Sorry.
I was like, what type of music?
Yeah, it's like, but it's kind of like
the theme of the album.
It's kind of like, I don't even know how I would describe it. It's like, it's different in a way that's just kind of like, okay, this is, I don't even know how to describe it.
Is it like Tyler the Creator different? Is it like Rico Nasty different?
I think it's kind of like in between, because he does sound similar to Kendrick in some stuff, just like in terms of cadence in his voice. So it's like, but he's not anywhere close to like, in terms of storytelling, he's not the same. But it's kind of like, I guess between like Kendrick and like, I don't know, maybe like Playboy Cardi or something.
Okay.
But it's kind of like, I don't know. I really can't describe it. But like, also, I think one of the big things is his visuals. He pays a lot of attention to like detail when it comes to his visuals, and I feel like, I'm a film major, and that's what I want to do. So every time sometimes I feel like visuals can add to a song so much that it's just like I enjoy watching the music video more than I just watching the exactly. So like Kendrick Lamar did the same thing. Like when he had to roll out for his album Damn, like and he had the video with Rihanna, the loyalty video. I'm just like
He's like, I'm gonna do that.
Exactly. Like almost to the point where like I've heard a song before and I wasn't really messing with it, but then I saw it with the music video and I was like, this is a whole different experience, So I think that's another reason that I like him so much, is because like he pays a lot of attention to detail when it comes to visuals or just music in general. So I think that's one of the big ones. But I feel like my music taste is so like wide, because I like, especially the pandemic's it's still technically going on.
Of course, it
so
definitely is.
Yeah, so exactly. So I feel like I've listened to so many different types of music, and then also artists have had a lot of time to like work on music. So I feel like a lot of artists are coming out with things that they're experimenting with, and it's different. It's a good time to be a music lover. What I'm saying?
They had time to slow down to
actually
think about the stuff they're saying.
Yeah. So, but some artists have dropped some trash albums, some trash music.
Are we name dropping?
No, we're not name dropping.
Okay.
But and others have found their sound and kind of gone on. But I feel like that's what it's all about. Like I was saying, there can be a lot of negative energy attached to success and having a platform. So if you try and experiment with something, people don't like it. They're like, oh, you fell off. Oh, this is trash.
Right.
But it's just like people should still be allowed to make mistakes no matter how big they get.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like, you have to remember where you came from, people. Like,
exactly.
You can't just. You always have to grow, but you don't have to grow at what society wants you to grow. Like they want you to start and just be up here.
Mm-hmm.
You still gotta reinvent yourself all the time.
Yeah.
So who I'm proud of reinventing themselves? Jasmine Sullivan.
Devin Sullivan, because I hadn't heard a lot about her for a long time.
On her.
Yeah, because I remember she was like big in like the maybe early 2010s.
Yeah, Bust Your Windows. I can't think of her song right now, even though I listen to it every day. But give me the old R&B vibe.
Exactly.
And then she came out with Hotels, and her was just so beautiful.
She really snapped on that whole album.
So beautiful.
She did.
Talk about grimy stuff.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. And then she has a song with Ari Lennox on that album too, and I love Ari. I just love all the R&B girls right now.
Yeah,
Bring it back.
They were
R&B.
definitely doing their thing right now.
Yes. But I feel like Jasmine, you know, she hasn't released songs in a few years.
Yeah,
but then
it's been a minute.
when she came out with Hotel, she received a lot of positive feedback. And then on Instagram, she became more active, and like she would post like little prompts about like, why did you leave your man, or what did your man do that?
Oh yeah, people ask a question, she like answer them on her Instagram.
No, she'll ask the question, and then the public will answer it, and then she'll respond with like memes and stuff.
Okay.
So then she's building her social media platform too.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I love that she's progressing. She's on Tiny Desk, and people will receive that well too because she changes how she does her songs and stuff. Like Pick Up Your Feelings, that's one of the popular songs on the album. So like she rearranges it, and I'm just like, I
feel like a really big thing is like audience engagement as well.
Of course, especially with social media nowadays. Like if you don't have social media presence, if you're not like big or like, you know, free motion. But if you release something, everybody will know.
Yeah. But yeah, man, in terms of audience engagement, y'all let us know. You know, during the pandemic, what was the album that you feel like saved your life throughout the pandemic? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of great music out there, and we love to hear some new music. And if y'all have something for us, you let us know. So I'm Devin again.
I'm Shayna.
And thank you so much for joining us today.
Bye.